Hey everyone, thanks for joining me on today's episode of The Kitchen. And this week I've been talking a lot about spring and eating seasonally because we're changing seasons and we're, finally getting some sunlight and some more interesting foods coming at us. And maybe you have some palate fatigue of enough root vegetables already, right, through the winter. So I love this springtime. There's so many great vegetables, and we start to get fruits in towards the end of spring as they harvest, and it's nice. The reason why I like this is because if we eat according to season, which we always don't do, but if we can try to do it somewhat, we then ensure that we're getting a variety of the nutrients that are in all the foods, right? So if we always eat blueberries as our fruit, that kind of that takes up the space where other fruit might come into play, right? So blueberries are awesome and I love them. Well, let's eat them during blueberry season where they're really super yummy and they haven't potentially taken an airline over from somewhere else that can grow blueberries in January. So eating seasonally is a good way to make sure that we get in our nutrients, but also that we're not getting foods that have been picked before they're ripe and sprayed maybe with some form of like nitrogen to stop their ripening so that they get to the store, they're not moldy and all of that stuff, right? So if we can eat seasonally some of the time, then we've got all of these benefits going on. So what I did last night, I was starving. I came home from hot yoga. There was nothing, but I did have all the ingredients, and it was funny. I put all the ingredients out on the counter for this dish. And then I didn't make them, and I didn't make it, and I went to hot yoga. And then I came home, and I was like, I'm so hungry. What am I going to eat? Because I don't like to go to hot yoga with a full stomach. So I looked, and I was like, oh, well done. And from 2 hours ago, leaving that stuff out on the counter. So I decided instead of trying to whip together some chips, bread, whatever it is. I didn't have any bread, but some kind of simple carbohydrate that I could just eat. Let me just quick chop this stuff up, make the salad that I was gonna make, and eat that. I did have it with chips too. So I made this mango salsa. And so I'm gonna give you a nice close up in there because I want to show you that I made a big giant amount of it and then I stuck it in the Tupperware for today where I can put this on my lunch. We can have it as a snack. I can serve this with chips. I could even add, in spring, we want to add some grains to it. So I would, make some couscous or bulgur wheat or some other kind of whole grain that I could toss through there to make it a nice, tasty dish. So easy. I whipped it together in 5 minutes, and really, I think it's great because it helps us to practice our chopping, right? So it's 1 tomato, 1 cucumber, a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of red onion. I gotta look. What else did I put in there? Mango and a can of white beans. And I squeezed some lime juice and a couple of grinds of sea salt in there. Delicious. I love this recipe because you can kind of add to it. Sometimes if I bring it to an event or something, I might actually cook up a little chicken sausage and throw it in there. If we wanted a little bit spicier, I might add some chipotles or something in there. So it's pretty versatile, but it's also very easy. You can just chop up whatever and throw it in there and have it as a salsa. You can have it on top of salads, that kind of thing. So super easy. Practice your chopping skills, get in some fresh fruits and vegetables, no cook. And I know chopping is like, and I think long time ago I mentioned if you have the right knife, chopping's not terrible. Don't try to chop big vegetables with a paring knife. It's going to be miserable. You'll likely cut yourself. So get yourself the right knife, start chopping up your vegetables. Springtime is coming. So enjoy all of the yummy things that are on the horizon here for spring. And we'll start to talk about some more simple ways to get more vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, antioxidants, all of those good things into. Speaking of which, just as I said, I was like, oh, I did not put avocado in there, which I usually do, which is a great source of omega-3s. So sometimes you throw some avocado in there, just play around with the ingredients. If you don't like avocado, don't put it in. So thanks for joining me on today's episode of The Kitchen. I look forward to hearing all about your amazing recipes coming up this spring.